And welcome to the State of Twitch episode 4. Dang, we're getting into
Four
this.
already, man.
Yeah, welcome everybody. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple or anything like that, welcome. You can always catch us live on Twitch. That's where we record these and then we throw them up everywhere else, of course. I'm joined today with not by, Falcon. By?
I'm Falcon. Hello. Yeah, I'm joined here today with works.
It's gonna have
I don't
to.
know, man.
We're too far
One
into
day,
it.
one day we'll say it right.
Yo, and lot of stuff went over on the weekend. There was I don't know if you watched, or not the weekend, over the week. I don't know if you guys saw the Tesla stock thing go on. That's crazy, man. If you bought Tesla stock 6 months ago and you're like selling now, enjoy retirement, cuz like damn.
It was really that big?
Yo, the increase, it went from like, what was it, 11 or 13 a share up to like 25 a share.
Why did it increase so much?
Oh.
What made the stock jump?
Man, I wish I was that into it already. That's not my that's not gonna be part of my hedgings. Oh, I guess it will be now. Like hell.
All right.
but definitely it went crazy high. It actually made Elon, was he the 4th richest guy in the world now? It boosted him that high. So like, congrats to him. I wish it were me.
To celebrate, he's gonna shoot another rocket into space.
Yeah, well, he does it all the time.
Now he's gonna shoot the Cybertruck into space. It's gonna be amazing.
Imagine that your daily life is just putting things into space. Like that's not even cool for you anymore. It's just like
if you wake up, honey, I'm launching our house into space today. Okay.
The Tesla house. You gotta advertise it somehow.
House, yeah. That's gonna be their next product, a Tesla house. You know, the house of the future.
I'd be down.
I'll be. You know, it's a house you can move.
Yo,
on your own.
Maybe that's why their stock's jumping up. I think you just hit it right there. It's like of the future. Like if you remember the ads back in like the 50s with the transatlantic voice where it's like, today in the house of tomorrow.
Yeah.
I maybe that's why he's like.
And then BioShock happened, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what it reminded me of.
Yo,
besides Tesla, what do you want to lead off of?
I was gonna go over quadrants and stuff like that today. Because funny enough, perfect segue into that. The 4 quadrants. I don't know if you guys have read like Rich Dad Poor Dad and stuff like that from Robert Kiyosaki. He is, I don't know, he's like a real estate investor. He has been, like, he put a stamp on MLMs, which is like really shady in my opinion. Not a good investment. Just I would avoid that. Unless you're the first like 3 people in an MLM, you are not going to make money, period. Absolutely, like that's it, you know?
What's it, like a pyramid scheme or what?
Yeah, that's what an MLM is. So MLM stands for multi-level marketing, and multi-level describes the pyramid right there.
Yeah, that, like multi-level, like if you ain't first, you last. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby taught me that.
Ooh,
spicy.
Uh-oh, my Twitch alerts are looking weird. Sorry for anyone who's like coming in or who listening, having to hear about Twitch alerts, but I just fixed it. We're good. Sorry, I was messing with images and stuff, which you guys can see if you're on the podcast, stuff like that. Come over and visit us on the Twitch. The name's the same everywhere, just JIBVAL, all kinds of stuff like that.
Looks really good. I just looked at it right now. It's the first time I've seen it. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks nice.
What in particular?
The overlay. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen this one used yet.
Oh, you haven't monitored us live yet? Yeah, don't worry.
Nah.
I have us up on this screen and that screen to like make sure everything's like going fantastic at all times.
Your face is taking up my gaming screen right now. You're just right here.
No, but the business quadrants though. I think most people are familiar with the concept of them, where it's can I do it off the top of my head? There's employee in like the top,
Okay.
and then there's like There's like business owner, and then there's like self-employed. Self-employed also covers like expertise fields. So like what I used to do, where it's like it's like really like technical, and it covers like doctors and all kind of stuff like that. Yo, Drifty, thank you for that raid, by the way, and the sub and everything. Yo, welcome everybody.
Hello.
If you're, like I said, if you're on Spotify and stuff, the Twitch things you're just gonna have to be used to, or you can just join us here whenever.
At twitch.tv/Jivel.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going over quadrants and stuff. Yo, welcome everybody. Rating for my life. I don't know what you mean, guys. F for Spotify users. Not even almost. Yo, here's what's crazy. My Spotify marketing is like not going that well. I started going into SEO a little bit. This is gonna be a topic for later too. I started going into SEO on myself. And I SEO'd my Apple more than my Spotify, and my Apple already outperformed my Spotify, even though my Spotify has been up for like 3 weeks longer. So like SEO,
you optimized it. You made it findable.
Yep.
I guess that's probably what I say.
I think a lot of people do not do that, by the way. Sorry, Paige. I don't usually ask or answer a lot of like how are you doing on podcast stuff. I'm doing well though. Welcome. I guess we can bring that into a little bit. But what was I going to say? Oh, the quadrants. Right. There's there's the employee, then there's the business owner, which business owner is like your typical like if you own like bakery, anything like that. And then there's like the self-employed titles, which goes outside of like even sole proprietor and stuff. It's specialty fields like doctor, like NDI, like anything like that. Like if you're a contractor, like carpenter or something like that. And then there's your investor field, which obviously is the one that has the least in cap behind it. Like employee has the most in cap to it. You agree to a wage, you work that wage, and you can even like not make that much. If
those
you
are your terms, yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
You're aware of what's going to be coming out of it, to a sense.
Maybe. Because like I said, it's the one that's the most hard capped, and then also you can just take losses on top of it. You can get fined. You can like not work the hours and stuff like that, like if you're sick or something like that. It is the most hard capped, and investor is the most open, but it's also like the most financially risky outside of, I think, not even self-employed. I think that's less risky because like doctors just don't bill people. That's why they go bankrupt. And NDI, I guess I can improve like an inspection and then it kills someone and then I'm in jail. But like,
yeah,
business, like the business owner is like the next most liable, I think, because it's everyone gets paid before you do, type of thing, you know.
You get the scraps.
Yeah.
You should get the scraps.
You should get the scraps. However,
that's not the case, though. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Yeah, especially in the business industry, which is a perfect like roundabout for like Twitch and stuff like that, where a lot of these CEOs for like Gearbox, hard call out, but they personally don't run the company that well, and then they pay themselves tons, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Yo, was it Pitchford? Was Pitchford the one who had questionable age images on a thumb drive that he just left in his office that people found? Here, let me look it up before I throw accusations out. Let me straight up.
Yeah. Going straight at it with that, huh?
Man, it's the business world can be crazy because. So like for CEO positions, like there's normal people, and then there's what's known as like the corporate sociopath. If you know, like corporate sociopaths are non-violent sociopaths for the most part. The movie, what is it? Bates. I don't remember the name of the movie right now. Norman Bates. I guess I can look that up faster probably. What is that movie called? Is a fictional character the main antagonist? Is it Norman Bates? I think I got the wrong one.
Like Psycho?
Yeah, it's the business one. It's the one with all the memes and stuff, you know? The one where he's like going at it and he points himself in the mirror. Is like
Oh, American Psycho. Yeah.
Yes.
Norman Bates, Christian Bale. Yeah. Amazing movie. Chick's running down the stairwell and he has his chainsaw and he drops it perfectly on her. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's the perfect example of like the corporate sociopath is everything that happened is in his head. You know, like spoiler alerts if you haven't seen the movie. Definitely watch it though. It's absolutely worth a watch.
It's what he wishes he wants to do, right?
Yeah, but he's like super professional and stuff, you know. So like he doesn't do any of that really. This one should be interesting. I'm going back to the other one.
I guess it's almost like I forgot what big gaming company. They had one of the worst years ever in gaming, and the like CEO ended up getting a 2 times raise after they cut like a quarter of their employees because of how bad of a year they had.
Bro,
yeah, he still banked. I don't know what company it was.
Man, I can pull it up because I remember the number of people they cut too. They lost 800 jobs, didn't they? They cut 800 jobs. And then they gave CEO bonuses of like just ridiculous amounts.
I'm
looking it up right now. I just linked that Randy Pitchford
I
thing.
see it. The Gearbox one. Yeah,
it was absolutely right.
Lawsuit alleges. Yeah.
Game company cut employees.
Yeah, they cut the employees, and then and I think that's when they used Nintendo as an example. Except losing employees, like the top chairmans cut their pay to keep the employees or something like that.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
What was it, Chip?
It was Blizzard, man. Blizzard cut 800 people and then gave themselves... So, like...
When was that? Was it last year?
No, man. It was 2018.
2 years ago.
Blizzard has been
No,
Blizzard has been on a fat losing streak, man. 2018.
Last year sucked for him too.
And
last year was really bad.
Yeah, and then
when they took the winnings away from the guy, yeah.
Man, just does Blizzard have stock? Or are they owned by like Tencent by now? Thank you everyone for coming over, by the way. Yo, we're getting in some deep stuff right now. Blizzard stock. Are they owned by someone or Blizzard Entertainment? Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Activision. Well, I think Blizzard owns Activision.
They're
not
actually
the other way around.
They're actually on a peak right now. So if you wanted to buy during all, like, you're supposed to buy the dip, right? So during all of that, if you would have bought, you could have picked it up for as low as $8.59, I see. And then right now they're at $1,800. So like really good margin. Like really good.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, there's some unethical stuff that happens in Blizzard. That's what I'm saying.
It goes Activision Blizzard, video company, and then the lower ones are Blizzard, Activision.
Yeah.
Infinity Ward. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the follows and all that stuff, by the way. If you enjoy the podcast, make sure you drop a follow. If you're over on any of the podcasting sites, make sure you come over and drop a follow or follow on there. I noticed that my listeners don't follow on Spotify or Apple. That's the big sad. But yeah, I don't know I don't think there's anything as like job security. Like there's no such thing as job security.
No, absolutely not. Right.
Because
there's so many variables. Like the job doesn't get rid of you, but it could be like a manager just like, he's gone.
Oh yeah, there's that. I was gonna go more over that. There's like Blizzard during 2018 was on a swing. Like you can see their stocks, they're going up, and they still cut 800 people, and then they still gave their CEO a $30 million bonus.
Yeah.
Man, kind of brutal. Not gonna lie. Dang. Yeah, I don't have a lot more to add to that. It blows my mind. They're on a swing. Like, it was probably part of restructuring, but as far as I remember, they hired new people right away anyways. Which, that goes into a little bit of the gaming industry stuff where it's like, I know a little bit about it being a game dev myself, but like I'm always going to stick to the indie side, which by the way, the indie side isn't squeaky clean. But AAA development is insane, man. They will use you and throw you away. They will underpay you, and then after they're done underpaying you, will straight up fire you and then hire other people.
Well, it's I don't think that's anything new if we go back to Activision Blizzard. Their ethics either. Like when Modern Warfare 2 launched, I want to say 2010, 2011. That game was supposed to be like one of the biggest games of that year, right? That's when Call of Duty, everyone loved Call of Duty. There was really no like, I hate it, right?
Yeah.
And when they launched, I think they had a goal for day one launch, and they're like, "Yo, we need to hit this number," and they didn't hit that number, but they hit big numbers. Like it wasn't a failure.
Yeah.
But to them, they didn't hit that number. They let go of the whole development team of that game within 2 weeks of the game being launched. It was a weird ordeal. A lot of people boycotted the game for that. They're like, "Yo, you made them make you a game, one of the best games in the series, and then you let go of the damn team." That's why it's not even Activision. I think they call it like Sledgehammer now.
Oh, is it called
No,
Sledgehammer?
it's a completely separate company now because it's not the original.
EA does similar things. Very very aggressive in how they take over business and stuff. So they did to BioWare. Like BioWare has the like they're known for their Dragon Age and like Mass Effect franchise, like really popular games, like super popular and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then EA always forces companies after they've acquired them to do something completely outside of what they're supposed to. I forgot the name of the game. It was like it was almost like a Warframe ripoff.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? I think you might have played it on stream. No, it's nothing
like,
against
yeah, Falcon. You like playing the ripoffs, right?
No, it's nothing against you. I'm saying that you might be familiar with it. It's not. The name Valorant keeps popping in my head, but it's not that. It's
And what
here I'm just looking it up.
It's a Warframe ripoff.
It kind of it's not, but Anthem.
Oh yeah, I played it. Horrible game. Within an hour, you kind of maxed out what the game had, and basically, that was the route a lot of companies were going. I don't know who started it. They did it. Whoever started it did it right. But after that, a lot of companies start following it, where developers were like, "Yo, we're gonna release the game, but we're not gonna release it completely, not with the mind of a DLC or anything." They're like, "Yo, no, we're gonna use this nice term everyone's been using. We're gonna give you a roadmap," which is basically like, "Yo, we didn't finish the game, but hopefully within the next 2 years you'll have the game you should have got in the beginning."
Yeah.
And they scrapped the roadmap, I believe, twice on Anthem. I don't know where the game stands right now. I honestly see Anthem, if EA still holds on to it, is going to be a Warframe where they scrap the original idea of it and just remake it. You know what I mean?
Yo, so on that thing of roadmap, I'm glad you brought that up because I would have forgot about that. Games during that time were following that formula, like you said, and they Fallout 76 suffered a very similar fate to that because they rolled out a completely unfinished product and then said, "Oh, we have a roadmap," which like you can't do that. Like imagine that like Honda released an unfinished car and then was like, "Don't worry, we have a roadmap to fix it.
We have a roadmap later." Yeah, like don't worry, the brakes will come next fall.
Yeah,
like nah, not that. Like and I think that's what a lot of people argue is like, "Yo, I'm paying right now. The standard price is $60. That's the universal, I guess, for AAA games. $60. Rumored to be going to $70 next gen. So that's just a $10 increase supposedly. But you have to, back in the day, PS2, you were looking at $40 games, full title game, $40, $50. No DLC, no like complete games. Now again, a huge argument is today's day and age. A lot more graphics, a lot more memory. Can't really put that much in. Have you seen the hard copy for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020?
Mm-mm.
10 disc. It's a big book. You unfold like 6 times and it has 10 disc, and that's what you use to install the damn game into your computer if you have a CD drive still.
That's crazy.
And I don't know if each one, what really kills it, you know what's the biggest thing that takes up on Microsoft? The language. That's all it is, the language program. Because it reads your name real time and stuff. It reads it legitly, but it's 112 gigs just for the language alone.
That's I mean,
And
like
that's if you have one language. If you want to put multiple languages, well, my dude, you need a new hard drive for each freaking language you put.
That's I mean, like on my side of game development, audio is always the biggest thing, but that's because I'm dealing with like 16-bit graphics, So like, of course, audio is my biggest thing, but I didn't realize it was still like today's problem too,
It's
where
still
audio
huge.
is so big.
I think it's just because on that game, just for that game, communication's a real big thing, especially for aircraft. Especially because there's going to be several times you have no visual of anything. You really need to listen. So, but going back to the games, I don't agree with a lot of the unfinished games being released. Especially when I see a game and I knew it when you could agree with me. Far Cry New Dawn came out.
That was a finished game, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but I saw the price tag, and when you see a price tag, you kind of could guess how the game's gonna be for some reason. What was it? A $40 game?
Yeah, it was a $40 game. Which, like, I think still is a bit much because a lot of the stuff is, I wouldn't say reused because it's not. Like, they had to make new textures and stuff like that, but the base game was already there.
It was new. What was it? New textures over existing structures?
Kind of. Like the map was certainly different. So like if you go back to the town there, it's not the same. Like the dirt is elevated in some spots. It's like it's
like it got nuked.
Yeah, it's like it got nuked. So it's different, but I wouldn't say it's substantial enough to warrant even $40. There certainly wasn't $40 of gameplay there.
Do you feel like it was a new game though, or do you feel like it was more of a DLC to 5? An add-on of 5.
Blood Dragon was like an amazing DLC for 3.
They could sell that game by itself. Though.
I wouldn't even say that Far Cry New Dawn matched even DLC status.
Dude, they sell Blood Dragon by itself. You don't even need Far Cry 3 to play it anymore. Like that shows like, man, I don't know. They took a different direction.
Noodle brings up a really good point about beta release and stuff. Beta release is fine because you're selling it as an unfinished product, and you're saying that, hey, you're taking a risk by buying this, where Fallout 76 did not say you're taking a risk. And in fact, they went a step further, where they made you buy the game, and then they gave the game out for free afterwards because they like had released such an unfinished, buggy product.
Yeah.
And it's not even the same as like, so we've been on Sea of Thieves a lot, right? And then there's this new pirate game coming out that's like it's not the same, right? But it also proves that like these millions that people invest in these games, like a lot of it's not going to really anything. Cuz it's not a 1-for-1 copy, which is fine cuz you don't need Sea of Thieves 1.5, Like it should be a different game. But they invest a lot of they invest millions into really small things that are just they're unnecessary. Like it adds a lot of like flavor to the game, and I'm not even sure so I do a lot of directing for like my game and stuff like that, right? Because I can't really do art and I don't do composition and stuff like that, so I have to direct those things. And like, where does the money go? To be honest, I don't understand. At all,
especially Like when you get like a new update and you're like, oh, cool. They added a skull.
Well, like if it comes down to graphics and it comes down to like composition, like I have names of people that if I were just to have a budget of like $1 million, I know exactly who I'm going to. I got I got names and everything I'm gonna go to, and like it's gonna get done.
You already know who you want, right?
Yeah, it's gonna get done for budget. How don't these companies have budgets and then fire 800 people and then give CEOs bonuses? It's mismanagement like to the extreme.
Yeah.
And then they want to charge $70 instead of $60 because they can't cover their own expenses. But that's not our fault though, you know.
You see, it used to be how was it the add-on? It used to be in the gaming industry. It used to be a game with everything already on there. There's no surprises, you know what I mean? Until you get like part 2 of it, whatever. And then they moved on to the game plus, I would say season passes. Season passes was like the first touch, which was like Call of Duty, right? They had DLCs for extra stuff, which you don't need it. You could play without, and the game's still good. But it's cool to have extra stuff for the game.
I would say that mandatory DLC came out before season passes, though.
Oh, absolutely. Where you just get it.
No. Where you have to get it, or you're non-viable in whatever game you're playing.
Like in the online world, right? Is that what you're trying to? What games do that? Like the ones I keep thinking that when I hear that is like World of Warcraft for some reason.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. Yeah. Not only is there a monthly subscription, they also make you buy the things, or you're done.
The expansions, or you're just left behind.
Yep,
makes sense. And then they went from there's no such thing as season passes anymore. Like most of the games I have there are season passes. Now a season pass used to be you buy a season pass and it was technically the life of the game until the next game came out.
Oh yeah,
now it's legitly season pass. It's like you buy this season pass, this will last you 6 weeks until the next season for this game comes out, and then you're gonna have to buy that pass again.
I'm not even opposed to that. So Brawlhalla recently started doing that. Shout out to all the people here from my Brawlhalla days. They came out with battle passes, right? Where
battle passes.
Yeah, where it's like Fortnite did it. Like Epic Games kind of like really monopolized the battle pass idea, where you pay, but it's not pay to win. It's just cosmetics and stuff still.
Pure cosmetics, yeah.
So like if you play and pay, then you get all this stuff, and it helps them like keep the game going, and it helps them like rejuvenate the game, and they divert a lot more resources into keeping the game fresh and stuff like that. And I'm fine, like I'm cool with that. Like I think that's a really good idea.
Even
really.
Sea of Thieves did that to a point. Pirate Emporium wasn't there last year. This time.
Pirate Emporium is mishandled as frick.
Because they only have like one thing you like out of the whole damn store.
No, because they update it like once every.
Once every update. That's the issue.
It's not. It wasn't even updated last update.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. But they don't even update. Most of the passes we have, or most of the battle passes are in-game purchases. What are they? They're almost like a 2-week period where they get refreshed.
Yeah.
And what a lot of them, what I notice a lot of them do, they're like, this skin's only available for like 5 days. If you don't get it now, you don't know when it's going to come on here again. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's
that's known as the fear of missing out, and it's a really important, like to capitalize on like a game and stuff like that. The fear of missing out is really important. PewDiePie markets this way sometimes for his merch too, where he says this is a limited time run. If you don't get it now, I'm probably never bringing the design back.
Well, he did that a lot for his millions push, right? He hit 70 million, only available until he hit 80 million, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? It made sense. But
I think it's like, I like that tactic and I don't like it at the same time, because the people who do want to support you and want to feel like they're supporting you, they really get to support you during that time. It's like 100%. But at the like thing is that there's some people who are like addicted to the feeling of the fear of missing out, and like they could be spending money they don't have. Then again, like it's business, and I'm not responsible for your mismanagement of your funds. Like I can't help you there. If you're not mismanaging it with me, you'll find someone else to mismanage with. It's just the way it is.
Well, the biggest push I think someone's doing is Markiplier. He has that channel I told you, the Unis Honest. Basically, he's been every day for a year. He has limited merch. If you go into the merch store, he's already had several lines in there, and most of them are already out of stock. Like they're done, they're canceled. Like he has a newer version, right? But until like next month or in 2 months, once it hits that 1 year, everything's deleted. They're deleting everything. And I bet their merch stuff has been up. Really, that channel grew so huge. What the hell did it grow to?
So for merch, there's two different ways to do it. I don't have the exact numbers on hand, or like the roundabout numbers on hand, but I'll go over it for a little bit. There is the made to order type of stuff where I don't want to get my terms wrong. If I get my terms wrong, I definitely recommend just looking this up. Just for your own knowledge, do look this up because this is really important if you guys are planning on taking your Twitch or YouTube or like anything career further, you know. But there's runs where there's a certain number made, and what happens is the creator buys a certain number and then they sell a certain number, and like that's the end of the run. There's the other type of run where you get orders for a certain amount of time. So PewDiePie doesn't have to run his as long as like I would, for instance. Like I would have to make runs of like 3 months. So you would place your order, and then by the end of the 3-month time, I get the exact number, and this helps cut down the cost because I'm giving the like manufacturer like a direct number. Like I need this.
I need these many, right?
Yeah.
These many.
The first one is the cheapest because you just buy them outright and then sell them. This one's like the next best for like the creator, where you tell them exactly how much. The downfall is that you have to wait until the orders are fulfilled, or the time is fulfilled for the orders to be done. So if I were to like start mine today, which I have merch coming, dude, one of my designs is really fire. Like shout out to March Madness on this, because March Madness TV, because he did really well on this. If I were to start it now and like I were to run it for a month, if you ordered today, shipping doesn't start today. It starts after that month, and then after they're printed. So you have to wait Teespring, like a month and a half.
See, my merch store Teespring has the two concepts. Either you order it and then they make it, or you could I could go into the settings and be like, yo, don't start printing until we have this number raised. Right. That for everyone gets it at the same time. Something like that.
The last one has the least profit margin for the creator, and it's individual prints, which you're going to see the least amount. And that is, I own a Teespring store or whatever. Someone wants to support my channel. They buy something with my logo on it or whatever. They print one shirt, send it out to one person, and then that's the end of the transaction on that. That has the least amount of transaction profitability because it takes so much time for the company to set up, print, ship one item, you know, as opposed to like a mass batch run, which is obviously better, which is why the PewDiePie does his buy in bulk, sell in bulk, or get the number of people exactly and then sell like that. Because that helps maximize. Like, PewDiePie is a genius businessman, by the way, if you guys don't know that. And not only is he a genius businessman, he's also really super charitable. I don't understand why people hate him so much, to be honest. Dude, he's charitable and he's a businessman. Like,
it almost goes, I think they'll go into a topic later, but it's almost like people kind of are more jealous of the success you have, I guess. I don't know. We always get weird people like that. And even our stream, you know, we're playing Sea of Thieves. We had it recently. We're playing Sea of Thieves. We're doing good, killing and everything. And then this guy just comes in and is like, yeah, no, you know, I have this much in this emissary. And we're like, all right. Like, why are you doing that? They try to, I guess, put you at a lower level than what they are. in reality, they're just more jealous of what you got.
This is a good topic change. This is a good topic change. We'll go over more business stuff later, but you were talking about the toxicity in streaming right now, and I think it's pretty severe, to be honest. I don't even do gaming streams, and I see it a lot.
Oh yeah, it's getting pretty bad for a lot of content creators. Think even recently in the past week, Shroud was just playing Fall Guys, and his chat was, he said his chat was toxic. He had to even like stop playing to talk to his chat like, yo, we're playing Fall Guys. Why are you guys acting this way? It's Fall Guys, you know? Like, you guys are trying to make it a really competitive thing, and it's Fall Guys. Like,
dude, I made that joke when we were playing on your stream, which was fun as hell, by the way. But I was like, I'm gonna learn to sweat. I'm gonna be the sweatiest. But like, that's people's honest opinions about a game where, like, the physics engine isn't set up for like MLG movement, and then even if it is, people can grab you.
Everyone's at the same level. Everyone's like, no one's higher or anything. It's just get to the end.
And people want to sweat so hard. Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Those damn doors, man.
I get killed on them so much. I don't know if SnowClown's still in, because he recently dealt with a little bit of pretty extreme toxicity.
Well, we could dip into it. I think it's a really good example that has to be used to get the point across on how lately the community has been really pretty toxic. I don't know if it's just because quarantine, everyone's just at home and bored and just wants to start stuff now.
You're talking about the Sea of Thieves community in particular?
I think any community could be like that, but Sea of Thieves right now is like that for a lot of content creators. A lot.
It's real bad. And like, yeah, just go into it a little bit.
So a lot of people don't know SnowClown. SnowClown is the founder and owner of a gaming community for Sea of Thieves called Thirsty Thieves. He has over 6K followership on it. I believe that's the best way to say it. Over on his Discord, 6K community, huge community, an active community too. It's not 6K and only 30 active. It is a really high ratio of how many people are active in that community.
Yeah,
really cool community. Since February has been having allegation. He's from Mixer, moved over to Twitch because well, Mixer went bye-bye, right?
Obviously.
And Mixer refugee. And ever since Mixer days, since February, he's been getting a lot of hate. There's been a lot of people trying to cancel him. And that's why I'm saying there's a lot of people, in my opinion, they see what you've built and they try to bring that down because they can't have that. I don't know. That's just how I feel about a lot of stuff. How people act. Again, some people just love doing it. It makes no sense. Well, since February, he's been dealing with a lot of cancel culture, basically. That's the best way to say. People have been trying to cancel him, trying to get him kicked off the game, trying to get his community shut down, which his community has so much proof on, like, there's no reason for us to be shut down. Well, this past week, he has been, according to him, permanently banned off of the game Sea of Thieves. He was stream sniped by multiple accounts. And sadly, he did bite the bait. And basically what Sea of Thieves said is he did real life threats, basically. I think that's what the ban says on there, real life threats. He threatened them. They banned him permanently. The other accounts did get banned, but the thing that sucks about those accounts, those were burner accounts.
They were burner accounts.
They weren't like someone's account they've been working on since day one. This is an account they just made an hour before all that went down. So
that's the important thing behind this too. Is he posted all the proof on Twitter. Obviously, that's where you go to post proof nowadays. But
That's true.
it is though, yeah. But yeah, he was clearly attacked by burner accounts, not only in game but in his chat and on Twitter over and over. If you click on these people just like going after him, they have 0 followers and stuff like that.
They have no trail. There's no way to connect it. Like, even if you know who it is, there's no way to connect one in one account. Unless they make the name similar to their original account, there's no way to connect them. I don't agree on what he did to get his ban. That he's human. He got mad and he said things. It happens. We all have our little moments in our games, and it happens like that, you know? Unfortunately, that's what the guy was recording for. That's what the guy was trying to reach for this whole time. Something out of him.
The guy, after making a lot of racist and...
Which are posted on Twitter.
Yeah, they're all posted.
The same thing.
The guy, after making racist and... I don't know how to say it on YouTube. Bad touch comments about his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, after saying all that, SnowClown says like
snapped.
Yeah, he snapped. Like anyone would after that.
You get out of the gaming mentality and you're talking directly to that person. We all, you all remember the old Halo Call of Duty days. We all done it. I'm not live, but you get me.
Yeah, this is like the worst part about cancel culture is people would be like, "Oh, you're like defending his actions and stuff like that." I'm gonna be 100% clear. I would snap way before he would. So like, I'm not defending his actions. I'm saying I would do it way worse.
Typical Smash player, man.
Typical Smash player.
But he snapped. They recorded what he said. It was sent in a bad that he threatened the individual. Not game-wise, just in real life. Like he threatened him. They banned him. His accounts are showing he got the red beard on Sea of Thieves, which is a permanent ban.
The red
beard? But then the red beard, yeah. But online it says he's banned till the 5th of September. So I don't know if it's a temporary or permanent. I don't know if they have a placeholder on the game to tell you, yo, you've been temporarily banned. But it just sucks because the way the people who were trying to cancel him kind of did get it, in the sense that his community was based off of this game he's not allowed to play now. Yeah. You know? And that's really difficult. Of course, he says he's still going to keep it up. He's not too happy about it. Like, I don't think anyone's happy about getting banned at all. No one.
Right.
Especially how many hours you invest into the damn game alone, let alone if you have a community based off of it. I don't know. I think it sucks. I don't think his case was really looked into correctly, just because he had so many allegations. I bet there's so many tickets submitted on him.
Hold on.
A lot of other accounts.
This is why I don't like zero tolerance policies at all. I think zero tolerance policies are a company that commits to a zero tolerance policy are they're disingenuous in their goal, because it's like you said, this has been going on since February, as they've been going after him constantly. So he slips up once since February, and like, everyone's human. He slipped up once, or let's even say he's like slipped up 20 times since February. Dude, they're after him nonstop. It's Twitter, it's online, it's all the time.
You're gonna get a raise out of someone by doing that. Like, it's bound to happen. If you have the same guy going into your chat asking the same stupid question, eventually you're gonna snap at the dude and be like, "Yo, cut it."
So the zero tolerance thing, I think it disproportionately affects victims more than it does people who it's supposed to affect.
Well, in my opinion, it doesn't even work on this, because their zero tolerance ain't 100% working the correct way. The ones who should be banned don't get banned.
Yeah.
And then the ones who get banned, half of the time, was just a misunderstanding. Twitch is so easy, and not a make it sound bad, but Goss does it pretty good with Jib on my stream. He could clip a very small segment and make Jib sound like a horrible person, but it's completely out of context. You know, that could be enough to get someone banned as well.
I'm just glad that one thing I said didn't get clipped, because I think that one I said was ban worthy. It was on the podcast too. It's on episode 1 if you guys want to hear it. Oh no, wait, it's with Roxtomb, huh? Yeah, it's on the Roxtomb one.
Oh, I have nothing to worry about then.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I don't have anything to worry about. If I get banned off this, like, it'll be YouTube afterwards. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey.
But another thing that sucks about that zero tolerance, they don't look at the history of it. I don't think what really sucks is you don't see from both parties. You only see it from the one accusing, and you're like, all right, and boom, they're done. You know?
No, that's what I was saying with it affects. I think it disproportionately affects victims more than it actually affects people who. And I'm talking about any zero tolerance policy. So like even if like you're at Twitch HQ, right, and they've had problems with inappropriate comments and stuff, if one of the people like getting those inappropriate comments from staff were to be like, you know, I will end you violently if you don't stop, and that person gets fired as opposed to the other person who's been like harassing them for like a year, the zero tolerance policy, it failed. It was not kept up in good faith, and then when they did apply it, it was to the wrong person anyways.
It was too late. Like you went the wrong way on it. Yeah.
Zero tolerance policies, I think they're a company's way of maintaining the status quo, and if you're in the status quo maintaining phase, I think you're on your way out anyways. So like, I don't even give a shit. I mean, I don't care. You can cut that for YouTube.
And I think it's a good lead for a lot of streamers. I don't think a lot of streamers, in my opinion, because I see a lot of people get discouraged from it. It really sucks. You're going to come across someone in your own chat who's trying to get something out of you. You know what I mean? And it's going to come from their stupid username, you know, the throwaway usernames we always get. They follow and they want you to say it on stream, and like, you got to make sure you read it first before you say it. To them just spamming certain comments and stuff like that. It's bound to happen. I don't know. I snap on some of them. You could snap the smart way, but it's hard. Me, I just play the route where I just ignore them and Jib does the ban hammer. That's just how it normally works on my stream.
I think it's funny.
I'm just like, well, it was good seeing you, and then Jib banned. But that's why you have mods. It's true. Yeah. But again, any streamer, you're gonna come across it. You know what I mean? They're gonna see, yo, he has 12 views. I only could get 5. Let me see if I could go mess with him.
Those are the craziest ones. So that happened in your Fall Guys stream that you yelled at me for when I was like, this freaking loser came in here, like trying to divert all the attention away to like his stuff. And then when I went to his channel, I was like,
yeah. So some dude came in here and it was like, yo, check out my channel. We're like, bro, so boom, bam, right? Because
so
that's
I
like
did.
A rule.
I went and looked at his
Jib
channel.
Banned him. I don't ban anyone. Jib does ban me. I love it when I get the messages, why did you ban me? And I'm like, I didn't ban you. I never ban you. And Jib's like, yeah, it was me.
It was me.
I'll
do it again.
It was me. But then you go into them and their stats are always lower. I don't know.
No, so like this is my favorite. That guy's channel, because he wanted us to go look at his channel, so I did.
Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah, the rules.
So I did go into his channel, and it was garbage, and he will remain a garbage channel with all the. So I know a lot of streamers have things like don't talk about all these like certain subjects, which are rules that I don't have, obviously. Like,
yeah, you're free range.
Yeah. I think even, I'm not sure, I haven't been in my own chat for a really long time, so I think it just says my rules here are the same as they are in the Discord, and everyone's like, I don't know the Discord rules. The Discord rules are don't be stupid or we'll make fun of you. Yeah.
Be decent to people, keep chat clean, get good, get involved.
Oh, it doesn't have the Discord thing?
Rules from the Discord are used here as well.
Oh yeah. That's pretty much the only rules is the Discord ones. Clean chat. Dude, there was a time where I tried being a family friendly because
he had to, man, because whenever he took off that family friendly, it got spicy, man. What was the spicy? Was it Minecraft or Terraria?
It was Minecraft, man. There's
Minecraft, yeah.
So like I played a little bit of Minecraft like before, before coming on to Twitch with it and stuff. And like I know just how crazy the Minecraft community really is. It's not a bunch of kids playing Minecraft. It's a bunch of sweaties and actual criminals playing it most of the time, you know? So like I knew what I was getting into, and then I jump on here and I'm like, "Oh, bro. It's I'll say this, it's way better on Twitch than it is off of Twitch cuz I think that they don't I think they don't want to be discovered on Twitch." But like still, man, it's a different type of toxicity. I'd much rather get my thing J-ratted, which has happened to me before twice by the same Russian kid. Thanks, guy. That creeper skin was garbage. Don't put that on my account anymore if you J-rat me. But yeah, dude, it's like actual criminals who like steal your account and sell it, or you come over to Twitch and it's like pure racism, like pure toxicity. And I'm like, I don't know which one's worse.
The weirdest games, you know, the most kid family friendly games, like, and I think even Fall Guys showing that. Fall Guys is getting toxicity, yo, on stream. I don't see it in my chat, but like, just like I said earlier, Shroud had to even talk to his chat, like, yo, you guys need to cool it. We're playing Fall Guys. Like, why are you guys acting like this?
Dude, imagine having to tell a bunch of adults to calm the fuck down on Fall Guys.
We're playing Fall Guys. Like, we're just having a good time. Why is everyone like losing their shit over here? And it's true. You know, I don't know what it is about it. Like, you know, we could go into like a really bloody war game, and it's the most nicest, friendliest chat we've ever seen. And then you go into Fall Guys, and everyone's threatening each other. I don't know. That's how it is. I guess that's the state of Twitch right now.
Cutesy graphics like don't trigger that maternal instinct or whatever. It triggers pure blood rage.
Triggers that one hormone that makes you want to rip off everyone's head.
Let's see. Noodle says better than having no chat. I disagree with that.
No, you.
I heavily disagree with that, man, because you will end up on compilations and stuff.
So not only that, Twitch also holds you accountable for your chat. If you don't take control of your chat, Twitch does.
They do, but they don't.
A lot of people, you know what I mean? If it's not moderated correctly, if stuff gets let go a lot on there, you could be held accountable for it.
Yeah.
It is on TOS. I don't know what's the exact wording for it, but you know what I mean? And then the only thing is, I think Jib, even to a certain extent, if you kind of let it go for too long, it just becomes the new norm for the chat, and that's not good. You don't want that kind of chat.
Oh, you're talking about no? That's not what was happening. We were joking about earlier that day. Is why it happened. I didn't expect it to follow on the stream. I was like, guys, we're gonna play, and everyone was like, end yourself. And I'm like, oh.
Where's the button to end stream? Good times, though.
Dude, Minecraft is just like that. Minecraft, don't stream Minecraft.
Minecraft, dude, I can't even stream Minecraft. I've only streamed it 3 times with Jib, and I think those are the streams I only like. If it was a 2-hour stream, I only talked about 5 minutes the whole fucking stream because man. I'll build a dirt house and I'm like, I'm done. See you, Jib. I can't. That game I can't stream.
I don't know, man. It's something else.
But no, the just with chat lately and the community going after each other, I don't agree with it. Sea of Thieves is in a real weird place.
There's nothing
first with its partners. No, there's really not.
Because like the people doing it, they've been on a tirade for like over a year, and like they don't. Even if they win, they don't get anything for it.
Yeah, they're on this holy crusade, but then
they don't get anything for it.
Say they get everything. Like, okay, now you're just gonna have a game with no one in there because it's freaking banned.
And see, that's why I've called them bad faith actors. Is I think they're acting out of a place of malice, and they know they're being malicious, and they want to justify it any way they can. Which is why when SnowClown acts up once, which you can scroll through Twitter forever, and there's only one recording of him being toxic, even though everyone's like, "Oh, he's toxic, he's toxic, he's toxic." Well, he's only been nice to us. So, like, what is wrong with you at that point? You know.
Yeah.
If he has a community of 6,000 people, and if he's only been nice to us and supportive to us, and like we can join his chat and he's a cool guy all the time, the only denominator making him bad is you.
Yeah, you're the one trigger. You're the Minecraft. You're the Fall Guys, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, it's getting so bad to a point that you have people not applying for their partnership. You have people leaving their partnership just out of like, it's not even worth getting canceled for this. You know what I mean? Some people are leaving for the stupidest reasons, which I don't want to get into that one.
You know what? Good. It's good that they're shutting themselves out, because who needs it anyways?
In my opinion, and just a touch on it, the game's a little better without you.
Yeah.
Those people who are acting the way, and Jib knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
they're in support of a person who is completely, in my beliefs, completely out of line. They are having the wrong attitude towards the wrong game, and the less of you there are in there, the better, and I'm happy with it. And if you guys do it to yourself, even better. See ya. It's awesome.
So,
but then
I think the only reason people self-cancel themselves out of something is because they picked a fight and they lost a fight, and it's better to go home on your own terms and be like, "No, I didn't get fired. I quit."
Okay, Nixon, calm down.
Yeah, I think that's what it is I didn't get fired. I quit. Like,
I quit. Yeah.
That's like what's her name?
Today I am resigning from office. J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, so she had to give back. I'm sorry. She had her.
Sorry, I knew that off of the top of my head.
She had her like human rights award redacted.
Yeah.
And then she goes on Twitter and is like, "I gave it back," and everyone's like, "No, you didn't. You can't give something back they already took."
No, I gave it back. They haven't taken it yet.
Yeah, they haven't taken it. I gave it back. It's like, I think there's only one reason why you're telling us this.
Yeah, and I think you're 100% right. You cancel yourself because you know what time it's going to happen to you.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well if you do it on your terms, you have more control of it. But it just makes you look more sketchier than anything, man.
Here's a little advice from Jim. Are you ready for this? I'm going to call this the Keemstar approach.
Oh God.
If you get canceled, if something gets redacted, double down on it. Don't try to be like, I won. Just be like, just keep it going. Like make a scene out of it. 20 videos about it. Drama channel. Profit off of people being stupid. Yeah. It's easy. That's why I'm like, from day one I've been like, yeah, go ahead and cancel me. You know what my ad is. Hit me up. Anything. You can cancel me by anything.
I want to read something. Yeah. God.
I was like,
but yeah. You and your examples, man. Holy shit. One day Keemstar is going to see the podcast and be like, who the fuck is this guy? And why does he idolize me so much?
Dude, you know what I hope? I hope he sees it and does the same thing to me that he did to Pyro. And is like, this fucking loser. And I get to be like, Keemstar bullied me. Dude,
my experiences of being bullied.
Social media is exactly this, by the way. It is not real. It is a stage that everyone is an actor in. It is insane the way it works. Jib kind of looks like Keem. I just gotta grow it out a little bit, like go gnome. I can do that.
Go gnome, yeah.
Go gnome.
You can pull it off, man. But yeah, so
if I squint. Oh, you mean if you squint? I don't know.
Just all squinting, like I don't see it.
If you're on Spotify or Apple, make sure you come over to Twitch to see how much I look like a gnome, I guess.
So just with that cancel, hopefully with time, we'll see what happens with Snow Clown. Again, I've personally never had any issues. He's always been great to my community. I know he's been good with your community and several other people's communities. Like you read what he's being accused of, and you're like,
it's nothing. They're like, oh, he's toxic, and I'm like, yo, dude, cancel culture people are the most petulant, toxic, nasty individuals on the internet.
You know, we were called toxic last night. Me, Drifty, and Neff on C's. That one kid just gave us he wrote us a book on how we're ruining the game, and I'm like, bro, like I literally told him, like, so do you just want a PvE? He goes, no, I love PvP in this game. So I'm like, what do you think is happening right now? Like, you're just crying about it, my dude.
Oh, right. That's the guy I was like, hey, he likes PvP when he's winning.
When he's winning, right.
When he's winning, you know?
He's a kind of kid. You remember when you guys used to play tag and you're about to catch him and he goes, no. When I'm holding this rock, I can't be it. And it's like, bruh, like, don't be that kid.
Bro, you better hold this rock. Sorry, that wasn't a violent threat. Actually, it might have been. You might have to post about it on Twitter. I don't know, man.
I'm typing as I talk.
Good.
Was it the? Yeah, that one. He was that close.
I'm close.
But that's the thing. That's the beginning stages. That's the kind of person I see go on Twitter, write about how everyone should feel bad for them because of how someone was treating them on a game. And then when you break it down, it's just like, yo, this guy was better than me, so I don't want him around. That's basically how it just gets broken down.
Yo, Sinking's part of the game. On Sea of Thieves, Sinking's part of the game.
I don't agree with that. That's a bug that needs to get fucking fixed because I'm tired of losing my boat once in a while.
I just say sometimes you act like it's a bug, and I'm like, it just happens.
Nah, man. Like how? What do you mean 7 kegs just went off in our boat and we just sank? That's not possible.
Dude, my favorite one still is we hit and you run the keg back to me. I'm like, that baby's gone. For anyone
like, maybe if I run quick enough, it won't explode.
For anyone who hasn't played this game, look it up. It's the funniest thing. There's a lot of good content creators for it on YouTube. Actually, Falcon has a video. Hey, you got a few. Yeah, go check his YouTube channel out.
We're going to be releasing a few more over on the YouTube. So
he even has a video about how to be toxic. Hey, it's actually one of the least toxic videos I've seen too.
It was so nice. We met so many good people.
There's like one thing that's mildly toxic because I thought it'd be funny. It's not even his idea. I was like, yo, let's put a keg on the bow and ram someone with it.
Yeah, let's see what happens, right?
We chased this guy for like 30 minutes trying to hit him with it. By the way, you can't do it, by the way. You have to shoot it. Which, if you do shoot it, it downs works. The boat instantly. Yeah, it is devastating, man.
But I don't know. It used to go down like the way I used to play games. If I wasn't having a good time playing the damn game, I just switched the game. Not try to change how the game's played or how everyone else is playing on the game. You know what I mean? Unless cheating's highly evolved, I don't know. That's just my mindset. So when someone's complaining that, yo, I'm sniping them from a distance that a sniper hits, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they're getting mad about it. It's like, well, stop fucking standing still.
I don't even necessarily have a problem with cheating because that's like the funniest thing I've ever seen on Fall Guys. So,
for you guys listening, we were playing Fall Guys the other day. We're all doing our jumping thing, and we just see a guy like Wingardium Leviosa into the air. All right,
dude, and out of nowhere.
And then just like, this is hilarious. You're just looking up at him. He goes, "This is hilarious." Like the guy won, obviously, right?
Dude, the guy won by killing me.
The tile drop, yeah. Jib over here, boom, bouncing, but that guy's flying over here like Superman, triggering all the tiles of fall. That's where no one could stand on him.
I was on the 3 last ones, and I was like, I kind of have a chance. Like, we're already at like 8 out of 10, and I see the dude just ragdoll past my blocks all the way across, and then I'm like, oh well, okay, and then I land on the next one. Here he comes again.
I
I'm like,
die.
This is fine. It's just Fall Guys flying around. Oh, this is fine. I thought it was hilarious though. And like, that's the difference between the mindsets, by the way, is these cancel culture people and just like trying to have a good time.
Do you think it's just not a generation thing, but it's just the time right now where it's just so much easier for everyone just to complain about something to get it fixed? Like,
I don't know if you just saw the follow, but like, hey, I'm not in the supermarket, so like, good joke, I guess. Did you see it?
No. Where am I looking at this?
Oh, it was on the things.
Oh no, I didn't. I have to go into mod view to see that.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't have your activity yet.
Oh, am I getting hit up right now? I like how we just talked about this earlier on the podcast, and then it showed up. Like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Hey, if you guys like this on Spotify and Apple, and you want to see it live, it actually happens. Hey, look at that.
It's true.
It does. It's pretty interesting. Not really, though, to be honest. Yeah, seeing it live is pretty cool. I don't know. I might stream to YouTube sometime. See how that works.
Think you have fun?
No.
Just like, it's not about having fun.
Yeah, it's not about having fun. It's about having a discussion.
There you go.
I can't wait until we break that barrier where we can just talk about anything. That was the other thing I was gonna mention, where it's like people are afraid to talk about like sensitive topics and stuff like that.
Well, that's why you really enjoyed your chat with Badger, no?
Yeah, man, because he does not care at all. Because he's the partner. Like, what are you gonna do? Ban him? He's already on other platforms. Like, he doesn't care. Oh no, I got banned. All he gets to do is make a video about how he was banned. That's all he gets to do.
Yeah.
Revenue. And you build your audience instantly because people are all right. So here's how it works, right? Like, this is peak social media. Get banned on Twitter. Move over to like one of the other ones. What are the other ones open right now? There's like Facebook, but like, and then
Facebook, D Live. You have of course YouTube. You have
I mean message boards.
Message boards.
Yeah, like I'm talking about like Twitter. There's that one. I forgot.
Twitter. You got.
It's not Gab.
AOL.
What is the other one called?
MySpace, yeah.
I forgot, but it's all those types of things, right? Like, so if you get banned on Twitter, you get to go over to one of those other things and be like, I was banned on Twitter. And then people who hate Twitter instantly feel connected to you, you know?
There's even subreddits on that, like on Reddit, ain't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can go over to Reddit and stuff like that. Like, the thing is that there... Polarization.
Your face, my dude. It's like you had a realization. You're like, Eureka, man.
No, like I already knew this. This is why I joked about getting canceled the whole time, because I already knew this. It's actually a marketing technique called polarization. Okay. There is no... You can't appeal to everyone, and I know that people want to do that, and that's why they say things like "Don't talk about politics." I stopped that,
man. Halfway through streaming, you learn you can't appeal to everyone.
Not only can you not appeal to everyone, you don't want to appeal to everyone. You know who I don't want to appeal to? Child abusers. You know who I don't want to appeal to? People who directly have my interests, like as like their opposing view type of thing. Like, so people who are like. Yeah. So, like, I'm real big into like building your estate and building like generational wealth, right? I think generational wealth would fix a lot of problems in society overall, especially in like minority communities. I think that being able to build wealth enough that you can hand it off to the next generation fixes a lot of issues, because then they don't have to resort to as desperate means because they have something to fall back on, right?
Yeah, it's security.
Well, yeah. There are people who want to end things like inheritance. So obviously, I don't want people on my stream or to like identify with people who have like that don't want inheritance to be a thing, or they want inheritance tax to be so high that people can't benefit off of it. You know,
like it hurts you in the long run than it really does. Yeah.
Yeah. So like those are some of the polarization things that I have, where I think that these things would help people quite a bit. Even if you're passing on very little is better than absolutely nothing when it comes to desperation, you know? So I think that eliminating inheritance, like the people who want to do stuff like that, and there are people like that, and like not only in the States here, but like abroad, like I don't want them around. The only time I'd want them around is to have them on the podcast and be like, so why do you think, oppressing people generationally is like the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Like that'd be the only thing I'd have to say to him, you know?
Well, you could even drop it to a simpler sense, like you playing your favorite game and someone going in there and saying, this game really sucks. Why are you playing this? You're not going to just stop playing because of that one person.
Yeah, okay, that's... even if you take politics, religion, and everything out of it, streamers still don't want people to come in here or like come into their streams like for yours because you still game and be like, oh, actually, we'll just use mine because we're here. And they'd be like, oh, you're podcasting. Like podcasters are losers. And I'd be like, one, yeah, look at me.
That's why I'm podcasting. Yeah.
But then two, I'd be like, if I don't appeal to you, why are you here? You know?
Right. Absolutely. Like I don't know, and you get a mixture. You get the people who call you out on it, or you get the people who are saying you're doing it wrong. This is my stats, and it's like, bro, like, there's no point.
There's no point. This is really important.
I'm not here to please you. You know what I mean?
This is really important, and every new streamer falls into this pitfall, and I think it's more damaging for others than it definitely was for us, because I think polarization is something we're okay with anyways. You have to polarize, though, for real. Like McDonald's has to polarize. They have to appeal to people who want to eat fast food. There are whole people who are against fast food. So marketing to them and trying to bring them in is a waste of time and resources.
You know, that makes sense. There's so many people who hate me when I'm eating those 2 Big Macs on stream, man.
Dude, yeah. Right, and you're sitting there just eating ice for hours.
I have a mountain of freaking boxes of Big Macs. I'm over here crunching. Oh, I ran out of ice. Damn it. Yes. But, ice is good, man.
It is. It's really not good for my ears is the only thing, you know? That doesn't appeal to me. So, like, polarizing, you would not want to... I'm not here to appeal to you.
That's why you duck? Yeah, that's why I duck in stream. Look, okay. For those watching it live, whenever I'm streaming, I'm just here and I'll be like, oh, yeah. And then you just see me, like, go down here. And then I come... Like, I'm not going to get my freaking burger and be like... not right there.
It's so awkward. That's what I'm saying. Eat that burger. Polarize.
I'm here for the people who want to watch me not eat on stream.
Nah, eat on stream. You know what? HG actually said that you eating on stream makes her feel comfortable around you. Eating is a social thing for people, man.
It is. It really is. A lot of people, when they go, yo, we should meet up. Let's go to the restaurant.
Exactly. Eating is social. Dude, I was just reading about this yesterday. This is so funny. The people who wanted to do like shake diets and stuff like that, they want to like maximize their time in their day, so they want to cut out like having to eat, and they only want to like get all their nutrients through like drinks and stuff like that. The first thing they notice is they're like, I'm alone.
No one else wants to do that.
Yeah, because they're like when people want to meet up, they want to eat, and obviously I cut that out of my day. So, like, they don't have anything to do with people.
You saying that? I think that goes down to another topic, too. Except doing the polarized, you kind of you do things that other people could relate with you, too. You know what I mean? You play a game a lot. You know, I play Sea of Thieves. I have a community that loves watching me play Sea of Thieves.
Exactly.
It works that way, too. You know what I mean? And I think I made that comment. It's like, whenever I go play another game, I get all the comments like, why are you playing this? Where's Sea of Thieves? Are you gonna sell? And I'm like, bro, I just want to play. I'm like my Hoonie Pop. Leave me alone.
I don't know if there's a name for it, but obviously, like, Yeah, we really do touch on the business side. Hey, we touch on the state of Twitch. Hey, but yeah, it's like for streaming in particular, especially for variety streamers, which I'm glad I'm not anymore. Having those niches is like it divides up your market, and then as soon as those markets are gone, like so if McDonald's were to discontinue Filet-O-Fish, that means for certain religions on certain days they lose.
I was gonna say I'll be so screwed during Lent, my dude. Like I need like I grew up Catholic faith, so during Lent, Filet-O-Fish kind of like saves your fast food days. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
See, so exactly. It's important. It is important to an extent. I don't think of it much, but if it's gone, to be like, well, what the heck am I gonna eat now?
But that's some people's let her in. She drew on her shirt earlier, so I don't want her on when she has marker on her shirt. It looks bad.
Let her. Hey, just because it's not appealing to you doesn't.
I guess some people would be like, "Oh, she gets to draw markers. That's cute." Yeah, she drew on herself.
For those who don't know, Jib's daughter just walked in on the green screen, and Jib's like, "Nope, no, don't go into screen. You have marker on you."
Dude, she does too. But like, yeah. So exactly. When it came to like my community nights, like when I used to variety stream, I did Brawlhalla, Terraria, and was that all I did? I guess.
Brawlhalla, Terraria, and. Yeah, and I would say Minecraft, but no, you were done with it already.
I cut I cut those games out, and like those communities don't show up anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have the same COD community I have on Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, but like that applies to business so much, because if McDonald's were to cut out Filet-O-Fish, they don't just lose Filet-O-Fish buyers on those certain days. They lose those people as customers because now you're not brand associated anymore.
They're like, there's no reason for me to go there now.
Right. Even though it's only one item and they can literally buy it any other day of the like week, right?
Well, I guess the best way to say it's like your favorite restaurant. There's only one dish you always get at that restaurant. You never change it. If they discontinue that dish, you're more likely not going back to that restaurant.
Right, because they've lost brand association for you, you know? Even though you could have another item on the menu that you like more than the thing that you were getting.
That chat. That couldn't help. That was a good one.
Chat's crazy right now. This is good. It's like that brand recognition gone. And I think for streamers, the brand recognition thing is going to be the hardest thing for them.
Yeah. It's hard.
Like, especially for variety streamers. And that's one of those advice pieces that I give.
It's a little bit of both, man. It's hard. A variety streamer, you don't really put your foot into anything because you're all over the place.
Right. So you have no brand recognition, though.
You have no brand. You know what I mean? The thing is, and then that you kind of fall on Twitch. Twitch becomes your brand, and you really don't want the platform to be your brand.
Right.
You want yourself, right?
Yeah.
But then it goes down to people who. There's I think we talked about it with Bacon. There's a streamer who goes by Bacon Donut. Pure Minecraft for the last 6 years.
Dude, 6 years of the same game. I can't even imagine that. I can imagine doing this for 6 years, but like no game is appealing to me for that long.
Like when he goes to other games, he has numbers. Don't get me wrong. He has numbers that are doable, right? But nowhere near the numbers he gets on Minecraft. Nowhere, you know? And if, say, that game would Twitch, like, yeah, that game's so toxic, we don't want it on our platform anymore. There goes his brand, you know? You feel me? And that it's kind of like, I think I've told you this. I think Sea of Thieves is a pretty good staple on my channel. I love it. But I do like playing other games on the side. I don't have a problem doing that. You know what I mean?
So here's something I wanted to ask you about this too, because we are looking at other like pirate games coming out, stuff like that. And what was the other one we were looking at? It was like Atlas or something.
Atlas, the creators of Ark, right? Right. And then Princess keeps Blazing Sails. That's the one that's going September 9th. 8th, 9th, something like that.
So there's gonna be a lot of crossover with those communities, right? So
Absolutely.
Prediction wise, this is like purely speculative. Do you think that there's a lot of crossover and you'll see the crossover on your channel, or do you think that because it's a completely different name in like your title that you won't see crossover?
No, I think there's going to be a crossover, but it's going to be for a small amount of time.
Ooh, okay. What do you think is going to be the difference on that?
I don't know I can't say the word. Basically, how long the game could live. Your longevity? Is that the proper way to say it?
Yep.
So we were saying this. What's Blazing Sails? Is it coming down as a battle royale?
They're advertising it as a battle royale. Okay,
as a battle royale.
So what I've seen though is they're advertising it as a battle royale, but I've seen people carrying keys and I've seen people carrying items. So it looks like Sea of Thieves, but like, okay, do you know the name of the rifle that's out? Dude, he had a puckle gun, which is that rifle that has like the
Watch your profanity.
I know, right? It sounds like a swear word. It's not. It's Puckle. Yeah, puckle gun. I think it's what it is.
Don't try to justify your actions here.
I am unredeemable. Let me look it up real fast to make sure I got
Puckle
it right.
gun. God, I'm gonna be going around and be like, if this guy cuts me off one more time, I'm gonna bring out my puckle gun.
Let's see. It was patented in 1718. It's a revolving firearm that uses various cylinders. So yeah.
To go back to it, my biggest worry about it is I don't think a lot of battle royales live long.
Right.
Or and the thing is, every game gets a fan base that'll stay with it till it dies, and that's fine. But the fan base is always like 1/8 of what the viewership or the fans they had when they launch. And I'm really worried that Blazing Sails will be not. Someone in chat said people will only think of it as a knockoff.
That's how I see it already.
But every other shooting game that comes out, I think of it as a knockoff from like Medal of Honor or Call of Duty. That's just my opinion.
Do you remember people calling?
But I still play it. I like them.
Do you remember people calling every sandbox game Grand Theft Auto knockoff?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Absolutely.
When
now everyone's like, why don't we get any more sandbox games?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because no one wanted to play it because everyone's like, well, this is why we have GTA.
I don't think knockoff is inherently bad. This is kind of clearly a knockoff though, except for you get to make your own boats.
Now in Descent, can they do it better?
That's gonna be the important part. If they're focused,
I'm willing to try it. I've told you this in the beginning. One of the biggest appeals to me for Sea of Thieves was pirates. I really like the idea of pirating. That's why I liked Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's kind of what started me on that. I'm like, yo, I never thought about pirates or anything. As soon as I played Black Flag, I'm like, yo, playing a game about pirates is nice. Don't think that way, Jib, you bastard. Never thought about pirate games. There you go. That's a proper way to say it.
Damn.
I dream of pirates every day. But you get me? Yeah. Like, I think any game, because even when Atlas launched, I'm like, yo, I want to play this game. I never got to it because of just how unstable the game was.
Right. But I was going to mention that too, is I remember sitting in in Atlas streams with you and like
in Pirate World.
Where's my wig at? Dang it. I remember sitting in these streams and it was
a bunch of Puckle gun.
It was a bunch of partners and people who were getting like 3K viewers and stuff like that.
Waiting, and then they click and it says server not available, and we're like, that game's dead.
If Blazing Sails doesn't get that many partners day one, if it doesn't have its Pace 22 and Shroud and stuff, the game will not be successful because that game, a battle royale, relies on its creators to draw people in. Ninja basically kept Fortnite alive.
It almost goes down two ways, in my opinion, on that one. If the game's not coming from a really well-known developer or coming like expected, either you need the name brand gamer or you need the name brand of it. Like Call of Duty's releasing. you know people are gonna buy it. Why? Because it says Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Now these games, Blazing sells. Who's it coming from? Do we know that?
It was like Glacier Interactive. Dude, I'll look it up again. It was not a name I remember though.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's where this one will fit exactly like you're saying. You need a big name in that game for it to get more traction.
The publisher is Iceberg. The developers is Get Up Games. I've never even heard of Get Up Games. I can look at what
I watched. Yeah. You hear that? That's a new keyboard.
Nice.
Oh man.
Is this the only thing they've done? Okay, they have a link to the Steam store. I'm gonna see if they published on Steam.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the games from the publisher.
Bro, this is the only release on Steam that they have. So this is a brand new developer, brand new crew type of thing.
Well, anyways, I'm looking at their games. They feel like 90 box art games, all released within the last 3 years. Like, so you're correct on this one. I really think you need a brand, like a good name streamer in this.
Mm-hmm.
And not just any streamer. That's a thing. You need one everyone, even people who don't play games, they hear that name, they're like, oh yeah, it's that guy who plays video games. Yeah.
So there's a couple things they can take advantage of too. One's borderline scummy, but I would do it, and I would bring in a lot of the Sea of Thieves refugees. So like personally, if I was a developer on this, I would be reaching out to a certain person who was recently canceled for absolutely like no reason. Okay.
No reason. Be like, we'll treat you better over here.
It was for a reason, but I think the reason's shit. And I'm like, sorry, like if you don't like that Twitter,
it was the shittiest reason. And the reason I say it wasn't even it was like, because I don't know what's the best way to say it. They had the power to stop it. I don't know.
They could have stepped in a long time ago. The thing is like, man, they could have prevented it. A developer with networking code and stuff like that, they can stop it if they want to. The thing
what really sucked about it is even like to go why the Blazing should get that person is because the company they're playing for right now literally said, yo, we're not taking sides, but can you cool it? And it's like, yo, you're taking sides.
Yeah.
By saying that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me to cool it, then that means you're taking the other side.
That's something I've been learning a lot this year, and I'm glad you brought that up. Is not taking a side is still taking sides. It really is though.
Exactly. You're taking what would it be? It's like a third party option.
There's the third party option of it, but silence doesn't always mean opposition, and silence doesn't always mean conformity. You can still very much have an opinion and still be silent.
It's true. Just by being silent, you make an opinion.
Yeah, it's still a statement. That's what
sucks about it.
That's one of the things is like remaining silent in the core law type of thing. I guess not the core law, but to the cops. Like they can still use that against you. They say that what you say can be used against you.
Well, it's almost like, do you have any weapons on you? And they're like, I'd rather stay silent till my lord. And they're like, okay, well, you kind of just told us.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to take it for making a stupid joke about that. I had a pocket knife on the dash.
You seem like it.
Man, I did though. So I
sure, you got any weapons on you? I've been to Nam.
Dude, it was exactly along those lines too, where like he saw the pocket knife that like I used it to like cut some of those like the like twist tie things that companies put on boxes. Like, and it was just laying there on the desk. He's like, you got any more knives, guns, grenades? And I was like, well, I don't have my grenade on me. And I got a ticket. He didn't think it was funny at all. Bastard. I didn't have my grenade on me. Bastard, I was telling you the truth. Why give me a ticket?
Why am I going to lie to you? Right.
Maybe next time I'll bring it. That's a joke, Twitch. I don't know if you know that. For legal reasons.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. But I don't know. Back of Blazing Sails. I want to try it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I'll play it. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't. That's how gaming goes, right?
I'll try it. Seems fun. There's
nothing, and again, for just to hit those allegations, a lot of people are saying rip off and everything. I'm like, well, there's shooters that come out every year and they all look the same. They all play differently, but they all look the same too.
Like, I don't know. If you guys haven't seen the Badger interview right now, this is me advertising again. Very eye-opening because he's a creator partner, right? So he's been in it for a long time. Dude has a ton of good advice. People always have certain ways that you can play things, and if people are saying it's a ripoff, if people are saying it's like just a copycat type of thing, Blazing Sails has every opportunity in the world to play that one of two different ways. They can get ass hurt about it and be like, we're not copycat. They clearly are. Or they can just be like, yeah, we clearly are. Do you want to play our like fun game?
They're like, yo, not only is it copycat, we did it better.
Yeah, we did it better. Like they have every opportunity in the world to play it either way. They can get salty about it for no reason. Like if they get salty about it, you're an idiot, right? All you're doing is missing out on free advertisement. People are saying it's like Sea of Thieves, and instead of saying no, you can say yes, it's fun. Do you want to play it? It's that easy. Like honestly, dude, social media is so weird. People get so flustered over the weirdest things on social media, and like I don't know. I think we talked about it last time, but it's definitely that dopamine addiction. It's that addiction they have to likes and follows and all that kind of stuff like that. And then when they don't get it, it seems like they get crazy about stuff, and they find stuff to be offended about because they're like drug addicted mind is not getting.
It goes down to the same thing we said. It doesn't go the way they want it, so they turn hostile and everything. They tell us how close they are to losing it. Just like that. Like,
I'm close. My doctor told me I'm close. Okay. I guess everyone is.
Honestly, after like this year, I think everyone is. But it's a matter of either being or not. That's my opinion.
My doctor. Dude.
Okay.
People come up with crazy. I don't even know. I mean, like, I guess I do. That was my opinion on it. I think the people who engage in like cancel culture like that, they're drug addicts to dopamine.
Yeah, you're addicted to the drama of it. Yeah. You're addicted to the risk on it.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Well, it's true. It's like it always could backfire, especially if you have something to lose. You know what I mean? It's risky. You know what I mean? It's
you ever watch My Strange Addiction?
Once in a while, yeah.
Dude, there's an episode where this girl's on heroin and she's a stripper and she's just naked all the time, and she chases her sister out of the house, and her sister's like, hey, you need to clean yourself up, and the drug addict, completely naked in the front yard, screaming, goes, you look ridiculous. I feel sorry for you. And like, that's cancel culture in a nutshell.
I feel sorry for you. I love that. Oh gosh. What the hell? Anyways. Yeah. Blazing Sails. I'll give it a shot. I even heard Atlas cleaned up their stuff. The only thing is, I know you won't like it.
Why?
It's Ark.
Well, if it's just Ark, I've already played Ark. I don't need to play Pirate Ark.
You don't know what you're missing out, man. It's true. Boats, man. You can make boats in Ark, but on here they're nicer boats.
Oh no, man! I think I just shot down my own idea for one of my sequels. I wanted to take the concepts and like do an in space version, and like people are gonna be like, "I've already played your game. I don't want to play it in space."
But you're like, "Yo, it got spaceships."
Yeah, Oh man, did I shoot myself down? I'll have
Nah,
to consider
man.
that. I don't want to be a
Don't.
hypocrite.
Hey, you're not here to please the people who don't want to see you succeed.
True. I'm just gonna be a hypocrite about this. You can cancel me for being a hypocrite on my Twitter if you'd like. I don't even care anymore. I'm gonna be a full hypocrite.
I was gonna say I could have told you that.
Doesn't matter. No one cares. It's 2020.
But going way back because you asked what I think the fall over is going to be with Blazing.
Yeah.
I see the community is mixing in the beginning. You know what I mean? You're gonna have. I'm gonna see people from Sea of Thieves go over, and whatever new viewership Blazing brings in is gonna go over to Sea of Thieves. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna last long, and everyone's just gonna go back to what they like the most.
I think Sea of Thieves is probably the leader in this category.
I don't think it's gonna drop. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because and I'm already gonna tell you, and it's gonna happen when I play. We're gonna be playing it, and I'm like, yo, this is stupid. In Sea of Thieves, we're allowed to do this. Like, it's gonna happen. It's going to happen. I'm gonna be comparing them without wanting to. You know what I mean? And that's how it's gonna be. And the thing is, a lot of people are probably gonna play it, but the problem is, a lot of people are gonna go with the mindset of, all right, let's see what they do better than Sea of Thieves. And it's like, bro, no, you're just gonna go in for disappointment. You know what I mean? Because you're already putting up expectations that Sea of Thieves is the only one of its kind. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's what we're used to. So you play a game that goes against that, or might go against it with some mechanics, you're not gonna enjoy yourself.
The other
some mechanics you're gonna be like, oh, this is nice. I wish we had this in Sea of Thieves.
The other thing is AAA made. Sea of Thieves is AAA made, and this game is like not.
So,
right. See, I have the advantage of developing in a space where I don't have to compete with AAA. Like AAA does not make turn-based RPGs anymore. I can make tactical ones. I can make the version I am now. I can make active time. I can do anything, and I have no competition outside other, like independents, you know? And independents support each other. That's the funniest part. So, like, I got nothing to worry about. But these guys are going up against, Rare. And, like, Rare doesn't even have to, like, fight you. They're just Rare. Like, what are you going to do about it, you know?
They already made the game. The game's already there. Like, now you have to prove that you're worthy, right?
But like you just said, I don't know if you can prove, because you know what people are going to be saying?
Oh, they're going to be comparing it to Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, so
that's the issue. That's the mindset. You know what I mean?
Sea of Thieves has become the name brand to like adhesive medical strips, you know, or like bandages.
Yeah, you always go with the name brand, right?
Yeah, Band-Aid. Like people say Band-Aid, not adhesive medical bandages. You know?
Yeah. That's true. It's like Pepto-Bismol. Everyone calls everything Pepto-Bismol, even if you get the stupid generic brand.
Yeah.
You know, can I have the stomach relaxer, please?
Can I have the pink bismuth liquid?
No. You call it by the name brand, right? And I think that's going to be either the make or break of it. A lot of people are going to be comparing it to Sea of Thieves. You know what I mean?
I think
a lot of battle royales had that same issue. They went into it and they're like, oh, this doesn't play like Fortnite, or this has like Fortnite. You know what I mean? You always go with the top leader in that genre. And the thing is, there's not enough pirate games out there to be like, oh, it takes a good aspect from here, a good aspect from that. Legit pirate games, not pirated games.
Dang it, man. It's like more copyright discussion. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Really
but I'm gonna try it. I'm absolutely gonna try it. I don't think that's. I'm. Sound a bit pissy.
I was wondering if we were gonna go into one more topic or call it here. I don't know. Like,
let me see.
I think Stay at Twitch would be fun to do more than once a week, but we haven't even discussed that. I'm just throwing that out on here. Kind of disrespectful, my bad, but I like these.
They're nice because it's like we go in there with an idea. We're like, yeah, we're gonna start off with this, and then next thing you know, we're talking about like
My guy, I had
we're
3
like,
ideas.
yo,
We talked about
this
one,
is
and that was it.
this is why the Mississippi River shifting its course is really affecting V-Bucks right now. Okay,
I'm like Puckle gun.
Puckle gun, man. I'm gonna go out and buy a Puckle gun now. Add it to my arsenal of Texas weapons.
You don't like the neutral light? It's true. I think it's reflecting off his screens a bit too.
Oh no, he's talking about the stupid light on my blinds.
Yeah, I think it's reflecting off your screens. I see it in your glasses, I think.
Oh, my glasses is reflecting the screen. It's a blue light. It's gonna capture it.
I think that's all I got though. I mean, like we'll go into more business stuff next week. I've been doing SEO and it's been working, so I don't want to talk too much about it until I have like the perfect formula. I mean, like I already have the results. Like,
yo, if only there was a way to do SEO on Twitch, man.
There isn't, and that's why Twitch can't grow your brands.
It's hard to get optimized unless you get like noticed by a top dog streamer.
Nope.
Or noticed outside of it.
No, getting noticed doesn't do anything. I talked about that before. Is I know that guy who gets rated for 1,000 to 3,000 like once a week, and his channel has not even grown past what mine did.
Well, yo, listen, it's not my fault. His channel's fucking boring. All right,
his channel's not boring. That's the crazy thing. His channel's not boring. Twitch is oversaturated. That's what it is. You know how many 0 to like 10 viewers there are. I might be in. No, I'm probably not. I don't know. But like, there's so many people and categories, and there's no way to find you, and there's no search engine optimization.
Absolutely. Give me a game. What's one? Call of Duty? Is that a good one?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, look it up.
Here, let's views low to high. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 30.
30 rows or 30 people?
40 people so far, still 0. 50. 60. Yeah. I'm going to tell you it's going to be up in the hundreds. Like
it's going to be in the hundreds with 0. That's one category.
I'm still scrolling. I stopped counting. I'm still scrolling. I barely hit 1.
Okay.
I'm counting at least 150 still in 0. That's not counting 1 view.
So like here's the crazy thing, right?
And that's your mistake. You should be having your stream open at least to know if it's up, right? That's what we always talk about.
Yeah, this is gonna be the last topic, and then we'll call it. Is that Twitch cannot grow your brand. Twitch is for when you already have a brand, which means
absolutely
that you need to be on no, not Instagram. Let me throw that out. Instagram, you can't grow on Instagram.
Like scrap that. No, you cannot. For your content create, no, you can't.
You have to be on Twitter. You have to be on like any of Twitter's competitors. You have to be on, I guess, even Facebook. I don't know how to grow on Facebook. I'm not gonna learn it, so like learn it yourself.
Yeah, we already talked about it. Like if you get big on Instagram, once Instagram goes down, well, there goes everything. No one ever really grows out of Instagram.
Yeah.
You're always Instagram from there. Dude, I'm scrolling. I'm probably looking at 300, 200, still in the ones. This game has 135K views right now.
Yeah, 135K views, and there's over 100 people who have 0 of that.
Top one, 21K, followed by 14.1K, followed by 13K.
21K. So the top people have like around 50% of the viewership. Like the top row has like 50% of the viewership.
Yep, absolutely. Okay. The first 10 viewers are at least above 2K views.
I think people need to understand that is the first row has 50%, and then past that,
it's rare that anyone scrolls down lower than that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like YouTube search results. You search something, you click the first like 5 videos, and that's it. You don't.
I was gonna say that growing on YouTube is really important.
Google too. If you're going into the second page, you desperately looking for something.
Yeah. So search engine optimization on Google and YouTube and all that stuff, very important. I'm gonna toy around with Storyfire a little bit. I think being a pioneer into a new media is really important. Even if the media fails, you still grew your brand.
You're known for something. Yeah. Your name grew, and
Yep.
like you see, you're naturally kind of growing on Twitch. When you grow, when someone really likes your content, they follow everything else. Subscribe to your YouTube, follow your Twitch, your Twitter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You start growing that way too. You know what I mean? But I absolutely you do have to grow off of Twitch. I think every segment, every state of Twitch is going to end with us saying you can't grow on Twitch alone.
You can't grow on Twitch.
I don't know how many times you could say that. And a lot of people don't understand that, and I think that's the biggest issue.
It's not 2011. It's not 2012. That in fact,
you're not the first one doing it.
You're not a pioneer anymore. Twitch is for established already. Twitch will not establish you. Twitch is already for established, which means if you're not grinding, isn't playing a game like 8 hours on Twitch. Grinding is making content for 8 hours a day on another platform and then coming over to Twitch for a couple hours to make more content. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. We were already that's a no-brainer. Like I'm getting a compilation of my best clips for my YouTube being made. It's almost like an intro to get a good feel of what the streams are like, to try send people to. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's what I'm getting made right now. You know what I mean? It's a trailer to my Twitch.
Anyone that you followed over from YouTube on the Twitch, and anyone, so here's a bad example, but Critical, right? Dude is massive on YouTube. And then if he goes over to anything else, huge engagement because he already has the brand built.
Right.
But Twitch cannot build your brand.
No, you got to build it.
Yep.
Once you build your brand, if anything ever happens with Twitch, which we know a big streamer who's not on Twitch anymore, people followed him over onto YouTube.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because
you can say his name. This is my podcast. Say whatever you want.
Yeah, but again, like Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Disrespect, his brand wasn't Twitch.
Yeah, it was being Doc.
He's his own brand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't say Twitch streamer or streamer. They're like, yo, that's Dr. Disrespect. You know what I mean?
The other thing is I think setting goals that high is really unrealistic too. The chances of becoming a doc is way less than winning the lottery or something.
Absolutely.
There's 5 million people who hit go live in a single month on Twitch. The chances of becoming doc is hold on. In my state, I don't think 5 million people even play the lottery here. And there's one winner, So in my state it would
sometimes you get those 5 winners, but then they all take each other to court.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. It's
no, right. Absolutely. And the thing is, you need to make your brand. You need to be the first you need to be the first of something to catch on. I think that's the biggest issue with a lot of streamers. They try to be the next so-and-so.
Yo, System Reboot.
Someone who's already made it.
System Reboot said that someone who got famous on YouTube didn't branch out and stuff like that. Check this out. I've been featured in really big Brawlhalla compilation videos, and I'm talking about 120 something thousand views, which that doesn't sound like a lot because we have these metrics of millions of views. 127,000 views is massive, especially for a thing like Twitch. If you're getting that many views on a YouTube video, and if you come over to Twitch, you won't be struggling. You won't be in the 0 category. You will be in the top row.
Absolutely.
When you go live. That's huge engagement. I think people have these weird metrics where
Have you ever seen Premiere stats on YouTube?
No. Oh,
so Premiere,
let's talk about that next time.
Absolutely, but just a touch base quick. Just a touch base on it quick. Premiere is on YouTube. You have the option to premiere your video, which is when it goes live, there's a live chat.
That's what you mean. Yeah. My video is actually set to premiere. I have to set the time and stuff still.
You can watch with your viewership. There's YouTubers 2-point-something mil live on that chat. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you could recreate those numbers on Twitch.
That's the important thing right now. Is Twitch is about recreating what you've already made on other things. If you're big on Instagram,
Absolutely.
big on Twitter, you have to bring your audience here. And I've said it since I started, and I didn't do it, but now I'm doing it. Build an audience and bring it over to Twitch. There, I'm actually doing it, and it's honestly working for me. Even though my engagement is still really small, because I switched over from gaming to podcasting. So I did a media shift, I did a style shift, and I'm still seeing the results.
You're doing a full rebrand. In my opinion, it's a full rebrand. It
works. It honestly works, and I've already seen it. And
we could touch more base on that next.
Yeah.
Once we get more solid numbers on SEO premieres.
I'll leave it on the building up. Cliffhanger.
And it's gonna be we'll see you guys next week.
Yep. All right. See you, everyone. What the?
See you guys.